Welcome back, everyone. I'm waiting for my driver to take me down to the pond. See, my driver arrived. Yep. So Melissa's going to take me down to the pond. I have the excavator down there. If you saw that last video, you know I finally got that snake out of there. Now I'm going to clean up that whole breastwork there. You know what I mean? Get everything cleaned up, graded up.
Good.
Get ready to put a spillway or something in there.
Put a little dock in.
It's a mess. It used to be so pretty down there, and it's all kind of grown up and torn up.
Hey, fun fact, when Eva was young, baby size, she would have these crying, she was a good baby, but she'd have crying fits. The only thing we could calm her down is a song. You remember the song?
Yeah, Boondocks.
Yep. Fun fact. And to the left, we have Fern Gully. And if you look to the right, you sometimes might see some deer.
All right. We'll come back down in about an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay, that'll cost you.
We'll load up all the stuff, and I should be about done with what I'm doing.
All right.
All right?
The country Uber might need a reminder text.
Set your alarm.
All right.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye.
All right, like I said, if you saw the last video, I got that snake out of the standpipe. What I'm going to do here right now for the next hour is do some weed eating, clean all this up down here. There's some down trees over there. There's some rocks. There's an old fire ring over there. Just going to get everything cleaned up and probably kind of grade up this breastwork a little bit. Scrape the sod off of it with the bucket and get everything shaped back up again. All the way across this breastwork here, there's an old fire ring in here. There's a bunch of sticks, a few logs, a bunch of rocks, all kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do is kind of just start fresh here, get this all cleaned up and graded up so it's nice and smooth. It was real rough before. Then I'll seed it probably tomorrow. And we'll kind of figure out a plan for that spillway. But there's a giant oak tree there right out in front of me. If I don't forget, I'll show you in a little bit. That's dead. I don't think it'll fall down this way, but that's something I need to take a little closer look at. A lot of people were saying the other day about, not a lot, but I must have saw 10 comments or so from people saying, why don't I just like dig a hole through this dam and let it go back to nature and not worry about it. Well, this pond was here forever. You know, it was here when I was a kid. It needed some work for sure, but I fished in this pond. You know, this is on my mom's property, this pond. I fished here. And then my kids fished here, and I'd like to get it fixed back up again so my grandkids can fish here. Grandson Ty, he's getting to be about that age now. He's almost 2. And there's fish in there, and we can always put more in there. So I'd like to keep it fixed up. Usually things that are kind of worth it or nice aren't easy, and this is one of them. It's definitely not easy taking care of this, but no big deal. We'll get her all fixed up again. It'll be looking good. What I'll do is just kind of peel this couple inches off, and then I'll grade it all up. Back there behind me, well, actually where the water was running over the dam, needs a little bit of dirt there. It's kind of low. This is a good way, by the way, to practice with an excavator, is kind of scraping the sod off, because you've got to do like several functions at once. You know what I mean? You're kind of lifting the boom up and bringing the stick in at the same time. Once I get back a little bit, I ought to be able to turn around and use the blade and push it in the direction that I want to go. But bricks in here. Once I get this graded up with this, I could probably bring the BX down here. I got that little landscape rake. This will dry out some, hit it with that seed. It'll look real good in no time at all. Especially as wet as this summer has been. So I have been thinking about what to do for a spillway. I do think that would be best, like a concrete spillway. However, the problem with that is getting the concrete down here. So I don't know if I could buy like precast concrete or something that each joint, you know, is sealed. I'm not sure. I got to do some research, figure that out. Another option would be is to put a little head wall in and just a pipe straight through the breastwork, you know, only about a foot underneath the surface. I'll do a little research, and I have watched Chris's videos at Let's Dig, but this is something I don't want to spend a ton of money on. I just want it to be functional, and every time that it pours down rain, I don't have to worry about it. That's all I'm looking for, not asking for much. But I mentioned before, we've got all these steep hills and valleys, and I'm telling you, the water just rips down through here when we get a heavy rain. So it can be challenging with all the sediment and the leaves in the fall. I'll try to dig up an old picture when the kids were ice skating on this pond. Usually about every third or fourth winter, we'll get a real good freeze for a long period of time, and we can ice skate down here and stuff. Kids play hockey and all that. If you have any ideas on that spillway, you know, any drawings or pictures or anything like that, if you just want to leave a comment here, do that. But you can send me an email to outdoorswiththemorgans@gmail.com. This stuff's just a little bit wet, but if it doesn't rain tonight, it should dry out by tomorrow, and I can work this up a little bit. The more I think about it though, just a pipe through the breastwork would be the most economical way to go with the head wall, and then you could use like bentonite, you know what I mean, all around the head wall there. Kind of got to pay attention to what you're doing down here though. Backing up or something, you would hate to I'd hate to go down in that pond in this. That wouldn't be any fun at all. Alright, that looks better. I've only been down here about an hour, and like I said, tomorrow if it doesn't rain, I'll bring the little tractor down with the box blade and then the rake. And by the way, once this is done, the water level will be up about 2 feet from where it is right now. And like I said, if you have any ideas for a spillway, I don't want to spend a ton of money down here. I don't know how I could get concrete down here. I mean, you could, but it costs an awful lot of money. So I'm going to look into like precast, or possibly like a head wall with like a 15-inch pipe running straight through with a clean out, something like that. I don't know. It shouldn't be too difficult. So if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments or shoot me an email to outdoorswiththemorgans@gmail.com. So basically all I need is something that will handle all that water, when it comes ripping down through these valleys here, and I don't have to worry about it when it rains real hard. That's all I'm looking for. But anyway, I think that's it for today's video. Like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.